You know, I typically don't talk about my personal life and what goes on too much, on social media, okay? Unless it involves something like political or whatever, okay? But this is something personal that happened today, okay? And it resulted, it kind of leaving me in a fucked up situation, but it's kind of funny, so just hang with me. Okay, this kind of thing has happened to me before, but basically, I started this new job on Friday. Now, my first day, I worked with two other guys, a younger kid, and then an older guy that's been with the company for like 6 years or so. And I rode with the younger kid to the job site where we met the other gentleman that was here. And the kid told me a little bit. He didn't even talk trash or nothing. He just said, yeah, this guy can be hard to work for. And that's all he said. He didn't say nothing else, didn't badmouth it, just that's all he said. Anyhow, so I just listened and I paid attention to what he said. And then after the first job, the other guy was like, hey, ride with me. I want to tell you the right way to do things and blah, blah, blah. And I knew immediately that, okay, there's something going on here. He wants to separate me, So anyway, he goes on, this guy that I'm riding with now, okay, the guy that's been there for 6 years, he basically starts bad-mouthing the company, the boss, the other guy that works there. Now, they don't do things right, and they don't do this right, and they don't do that right. And he was right about a couple of things about how they pay. We're not getting paid from the shop to the job site. Once we get to the job site, then we start getting paid, but it's a 30-minute drive from and we don't get paid back either. So, okay, so I'm gonna let that go, right? Not a big deal. Okay, whatever. So then over the weekend, we go and we do like a 12-hour job. Okay, it's a different part of their job, their work than this, and they do it on the weekends. And that was pretty cool. I worked with 3 other guys, and they're all like related. I think they're all brothers or something. And I liked all 3 of them. Good workers, that seemed like pretty down-to-earth people. Not perfect, but they just wanted to do their job and do it well. So I was like, cool, this is all right. But I did get a couple small pieces of information from these 2 brothers that actually kind of run the company. The other guy that I've been working with is a best friend of the owner of the company. Has been for a long time, I guess. But I ride with him today. I get to work, we ride here, and basically he said that he wasn't going to work with the other kid because the other kid wouldn't listen and blah, 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 but the kid was a worker. I just think he didn't stop working the entire time that we were working, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't always know where he was or what he was doing, but the work got done. Everything was done. So anyway, but I find out later on that those 2 on the very first day got into it and almost fought, blah, blah, blah. Now I find out today, this guy tells me, well, if you're going to ride with me, and I've been told that I can't drive my own vehicle because I don't have a driver's license. But this dude wants to charge $10, and that's not the company doing this. It's the guy that ran the other dude off that was driving his own vehicle because they didn't get along. So now he's bitching about not making enough money and how he's got to drive to work, and he's paying for the gas and it's his vehicle and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, well, yeah, why would you do that? You know what I mean? If I'm going to use my own vehicle, you're going to pay me for it. I'm not going to pay you no, I don't think so. That's not going to happen. You just say no. That's what you do. You say no. So that's what I did. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. You're going to have to give me a ride back to the shop. So anyway, I'm stuck here waiting for my son to come get me because he took off. He's gone. He was parked right there. And okay, I'm sitting here and he's bitching about, what they're doing wrong. And I said, no, motherfucker, look, dude, it's you. You're the common denominator here. You have done nothing but speak negative on every single person that you work with. I think you got a problem with your best friend. The shit that you just said about him here on the way to work, I can't even say on TikTok. And I'm just telling him, I'm like, you're the problem, dude. You're negative. Look at this shit you're speaking into your life and into your days. You go throughout your freaking day. That's all you're doing is concentrating on negative, thinking negative, speaking negative, man. I'm like, you're the fucking problem. You're sabotaging your life. It's you, man. It's you doing it, not everybody else around you. And he got in his car and fucking, he's like, I just tell him you'll do it by yourself. He fucking left me. Just fucking burned off. But he left with the keys, so I can't even do the job. So, anyways, sometimes that's just how it goes. But the funny thing is that earlier today I was driving by, and my old boss seen me, waved at me, a guy that I had to quit because he wasn't doing me right there. But now he wants me to do some work for him. He needs the help, and he knows I do good work. And now it's, okay, you'll get what you want to get paid, and I'll pay you daily. So it's funny how things work out. God is good, and he's always working things out for my good because I love him, and I'm called according to his purpose. And no matter what it is, anything that God allows, he'll use it for your good. Somehow, some way, he is that slick. Rise above.